Hi, welcome to session 3 of improving and building the energy from within, which is certainly what we're doing. We talked a little bit about the breath, we talked a little bit about the posture. We're going to continue to improve our posture and work on the breath again today, adding a few more poses, adding a little bit more to our burgeoning and building ball of energy that is within us. But as to begin, let's start with the breath once again. We'll start with our same breathing pattern, hand through to the belly. We're going to inhale for 2, through the nose, and exhale for 2. 1, 2. Inhale for 2. 1, 2. Exhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. 1, 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Let's get underway and start moving. So we're going to find our tabletop initially. We're going to work our way into our plank. We're going to get there. So we're going to tuck our toes, press back through our downward dog, walk out the heels, really be active. We spend a lot of time, a lot of the poses end up looking like, I don't know what this is, a falling bridge, or I don't know what this is. But the more we can press back through our shoulders, really hinge. So bend the knees. If we come into our downward dog, for example, bend the knees here, about 10 to 15 centimeters, and then actively press back our bottom ribs towards our upper thighs. So really pressing through the shoulders and taking the shoulders back. So we move from here, knees bent, keep the knees bent, press back through the shoulders, and then leave the shoulders there, pressing through the heels of the hands. Hinge the hips high and lift the hips. And keep pressing back the shoulders, opening through the back body. Once again, improving our posture, lengthening the spine. And the spine controls most of our energy. So lengthen that spine and release the energy from within. Good. On the next inhale, let's come forward into high plank. Exhale, hinge, and take the hips back. Keep pressing through the hands. Be active. Inhale here. Be active through the shoulders. And allow those heels to move down towards your mat. They're probably not on the mat just yet, but they're moving closer each time. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, coming through to high plank. We're going to lower down onto the elbows, into a forearm plank. Now from here we'll have a little bit of fun. Rounding through the chest, rounding through flattening the back. On the inhale, we're going to step our right foot out and our left hand to the side. And then we come back through center. Other side, center. And we change sides with the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the belly lifting. Keep those hips working. Flatten the back, lengthening through the crown of the head. We have about 3 more. Oh, is that about 3? That seems like a big 3. Good. Let's finish it off. Come back through the center, press into the hands. Come back through our tabletop. Bend the elbows. Keep rounding through the upper back and lower all the way down to our mat. We're going to bring our elbows underneath our shoulders. Tuck the elbows in. Press the hands down into the mat. Press the tops of the feet. Press them down. And then we're going to squeeze our elbows back towards our hips. And this heart, we don't want to sit here, drop into the lower back and upper back. We want to lift and keep the lower back, and keep the neck in line with the spine, pull the chest through, pull the sternum through by taking the elbows back towards the hips. Notice the lower back switch on, notice the mid back switch on. Breathing deeply all the way down into the belly. Good, just 2 more breaths here. Really actively squeeze these elbows back, shortening the distance between the hips and the elbows. And then slowly release. You can bring the hands underneath the shoulders this time. I'm going to press through to our cobra pose. I'm going to show you a couple of different variations. Initially, as we lift up through the chest, lift up through the shoulders, we're going to lift our hands, but keep our elbows squeezed, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Each inhale, the chest lifts slightly higher, the shoulder heads roll back. And slowly lower down. This time we're pressing the hands down into our mat. We're using about 40 to 50% of our effort. Elbows squeeze, tuck into the side ribs, pressing through the hands. But then, once again, squeezing the heels of the hands back towards the hips and pull the heart through. Pull the chest and the sternum all the way through the thumbs. Reach it forward. Deep breath all the way into the belly. Feel the middle back and the upper back. Switch on. Get active. And then slowly release. Good. For the last variation, called up dog, which we could do it as a deeper cobra pose, basically. So as we do, we press the tops of the feet into the mat. We lift through the chest, but we also keep the knees slightly lifted and press down into the tops of the feet. So we pull the heart through, pull the chest through. We lift the knees, roll the shoulders back. This is much stronger than the first 2 poses. So just be mindful. Notice how it feels. We'll take 2 more breaths, and then we'll lower the knees and come all the way down to the mat. Take a little bit of a break here. Maybe touch the toes together. Release the heels, take the hands long, and just rock out. Rock the hips side to side. Good. Bring the tops of the feet back to the mat. We'll take the hands long beside the hips. Take the thumbs up. We move into our locust pose. So inhaling, lifting the chest. Also extending the toes. Reaching long. The palms shoot outwards, away from you. The spine still in line with the lower back, with the entire spine. Actually, the spine's in line with the neck, pardon me. Good. We take 2 more breaths. Breathe deeply into the belly. And slowly lower all the way down. Take just a couple of breaths here, settle the back. Let it release. And then we're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Press the palms together. Lift through the chest, through the legs, through the toes, and maybe even the arms lift up off the lower back. Breathing deeply. And slowly release. And if those are enough for you, stay with that. Otherwise, I'll show you another one a little bit deeper, a little bit more intense. So we can either extend the hands forward into our Superman, lifting through the heart, extending through the toes, and flying like an eagle. Or it's flying like a bird, whatever it was. Or take the hands out at shoulder height, lift the thumbs, and continue lifting the heart, lifting the chest. Two more breaths. way down in the belly. You got it, you're doing well. And slowly release. Bring the hands beside the hips. Gently give those hips a little bit of a rock, releasing through the lower hip, releasing through the lower back and the sacrum. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Remember, squeeze the elbows, flatten the back. Press up through tabletop. Separate the knees, touch the toes. Come all the way down into your child's pose. Hips down to heels. And then release the forehead. Maybe a hand or two underneath the forehead. But feel the lower back lengthen. Good. Bring the hands forward. We better finish off with one more downward dog. And remember that tucking the bottom ribs. Tuck the bottom ribs down towards the upper thighs and then hinge the hips higher. Straighten the backs of the knees. Good. Good. Stay there as long as you like. Because that's one of the best all-round poses you can do. One of the best yoga positions that there is. And it's so fundamental. There's so much going on. Strengthening, lengthening, it's all happening in that pose. Well done today. Once again, we arrived into our breath. A little bit more work on our posture, rolling those shoulders back, strengthening the back to keep those shoulders back and standing upright. And the more energy we can put into our spine, the more length, the more movement, the more oxygen, the more energy you'll feel in everything you do. So well done. Keep increasing that mobility. Keep moving. Just keep moving and keep breathing deeply all the way down to the belly. Well done for today. I look forward to seeing you again on the mat next time for session 4. Till see you then. Take care.